Gabe Pagtama, my nephew, and he's going to talk about his book that he just published. It's called the Watsonville Riots. It's kind of about the history of the Filipinos who immigrated here to America, which is perfect timing for the Filipino History Month. So just a little bit brief bio. Gabe Pagtama was born in Belgium and grew up in LA, California. He attended St. Monica's Catholic High School and graduated with a BBA degree from Loyola Marymount University, where he majored in business administration with an emphasis in information systems and quantitative management. His initial fascination with writing and filmmaking came at an early age, realizing that stories could be told on camera. In addition, his friends and family were in the entertainment industry. One of his major influences is his father, Abe, who is also an actor and an entrepreneur, and his sister, who is also in the entertainment industry. Gabe Pagtama has worked in front of the camera as well as behind the camera. He has worked as an actor, writer, producer, director, and editor, which have offered multiple perspectives on the industry. His career started off at a very young age. He has been on several shows, major network shows, and one of his popular favorite movies that made short film was called The Legend of the Basketball Ghost, was made in 2018, and Misunderstanding in 2017, now streaming on Amazon. Gabe has marketed some of the world's top major brands, the top radio stations in Southern California. He is also an entrepreneur. Since then, him and his father have continued on their education skills and experience, having hundreds of projects under their belt. So I'm going to introduce you the book, Gabe. And his book is called Based on the True Events. Watsonville Riots is his first novel. So please welcome Gabe. Yay.
Thank you so much, Auntie Dot, for those kind words. I really appreciate it. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves tonight. You guys like the dessert? Finish up your dessert. Magandang gabi sa inyo lahat. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Welcome to the Philippines. I heard some of you haven't been to the Philippines yet. Is that right? Why not? It's more fun in the Philippines. American Lodge 65th Anniversary Dinner Dance. Together as a group, one of the original existing Philam organizations in Southern California. Established since 1954. Can you guys imagine that? 1954. Yeah. Wow. That's amazing, right? Yeah. Give yourselves a round of applause. 1954 and also being here tonight. Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity for speaking this evening. It is a great honor and blessing to be up here to be able to speak to you tonight. I am Abraham Gabriel Pagtama, otherwise known to all as Gabe Pagtama, Gabi Pagtama, Gabe, or you just call me Gabe. I'm an entrepreneur, filmmaker, and author who recently wrote the new book novel titled Based on True Events, Watsonville Riots. It's now available on Amazon.com. I could help you after this to get your autographed copy of the book, and I'll also sign it for you, and you can take a picture as well. One lucky guest will also tonight will win a raffled off book, so make sure you guys got your raffle tickets. You got your raffle tickets? All right. This book novel, Based on True Events, Watsonville Riots, I wrote this is about the lifestyles of the original founders of this very organization, the Philippine American Lodge. My inspiration in writing this book was that in order to know where you are going in life these days, you have to know where you came from, your history. I did not want any one of the generations of new Filipinos growing up and living their life right now and those to come around the world to not forget about the struggles and hardships faced with the original Manong's generation of the 1920s and 1930s. This book is their story because they couldn't write about it, so we have to write about it. Before coming to Hollywood, our roots history story, coming to America, surviving on the farm fields by day, and later into the night having fun, dressing up in their fine three-piece suits, slick back pomade hair, shiny expensive leather dance shoes, dancing the night away with beautiful women for only a dime a dance. That's 10 cents. With making less than $1 a day. The historical recorded progression of the Philippine-American Lodge people can now be seen by how most Manongs came to the West Side by upgrading their lifestyle from working in the farm fields as skilled farm workers, migrating to Hollywood and the West Side, working at some of the finest restaurant establishments, and some Filipinos, I hear, were even cooks and houseboys to many of the Hollywood celebrity legends like Judy Garland, John Wayne, Frank Sinatra, the Rat Pack, just to name a few, back in the days. Then, during the 60s and 70s, became the start of the Philippines Foundation of producing many of the great Filipino nurses and other professionals now working in the United States of America, as well as overseas workers internationally. I'm a bit curious, by show of hands, how many of you guys remember the Hashti House in Westwood, Brentwood area, right? Many Filipino-American men like my father, grandfather, and I believe many of your husbands, fathers, uncles, grandfathers, lolos, worked as cooks or busboys at the old Hashti House. I understand now how the original Filipino-American breakfast of simply garlic fried rice, eggs sunny side up, and instead of American sausage, the longanisa and Spam was invented. I think nowadays the old Hashti House is called Headlines Diner and Grill, as well as cooks and busboys at the old Mar Vista Bowling Alley, which is now called Bolero, Mar Vista Bowling Alley. So from the farms to Hollywood, to nurses, to consistent professionals, the Filipinos' life can be recorded. Thank you to my father, Gabe Pagtama, in attendance, Dad, Hollywood actor, producer, Mega World International Real Estate Development. If you want a place in the Philippines, make sure you contact that man right there. Thank you, Pa. For the Joy Luck Club, Philippine women of West LA, the stories that can be created from the Mahjong orphans. Yeah. Shout out to all the Mahjong orphans, their social Joy Luck Club, where their mothers would set up 3 tables and would talk and play Mahjong all day and night, as their kids were left to play games outside until they got super dark. And playing games like tag, red light, green light, as well as hide and go seek, making it a bond that will last a lifetime. As I continue on the adventure of my life, my vision on carrying out the Philippine culture would simply be to find a way to afford to and make time to share our rich Philippine entertaining stories on the big screen, multimedia, movies, television, books, films, all around the world and more. Remember, our stories cannot fade. No matter what forces makes us forget them, we recover them, reveal and speak about their stories. Because as we make history, we cannot be quiet and passive about it, unless you just want to be remembered as fertilizer to God's green earth. So enjoy it. This cannot be done without your support in the arts, media, history, and producing our Philippine culture identity and sharing it with the world. I ask for your prayers and help in supporting leveraging me to tell our rich cultural heritage stories of the Filipino people. If you're unable to buy your signed copy of my book novel, you can go right now on Amazon.com. You can get it on, you can be one of the first this year to get it on ebook and paperback, and we're also coming out on Audible books soon. The title again is based on true events, Watsonville Riots. Buy it on Amazon. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak tonight. Maraming salamat po. And I bless you all with a rich increase in God's almighty good. Good night. Thank you all. Let's get this party started. Mabuhay!